Is the proposition basically just like a hypocrisy critique or a hypocrisy objection? Like vegans are saying that they value one thing and then their actions are in contradiction to those values or are in opposition to those values? Is that basically the idea? Garland?
Nick, we went over this pre-show and you agreed.
Mr. Farms. I just want to make sure that I get this proposition down correctly. I was talking with Nick briefly. He's in the background. I'll pull him in if I need to. But when he read it off to me, if I was going to condense it, it would be that you think that farming meat is more ethical than vegan farming. Is it something akin to that, or can you kind of lay it out better for me?
You know, if you go by the ethics that vegans espouse, then the crop agriculture would be much less ethical than the animal agriculture that produces the meat.
Okay, I see. Nick, do you agree? You agree to that proposal, that proposition?
Yeah, it just sounds like kind of like a hypocrisy critique. Just that vegans are saying that they value one thing and then they're behaving in a way that seems antithetical to those values. It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Thank
you. Nick, we went over this pre-show and you agreed.
It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique. It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
What I'm saying is that the crop agriculture, the mainstream crop agriculture that everyone relies upon, including vegans, all vegans, you don't find vegans buying only organic food. In fact, most of the very high-profile vegan influencers preach to their congregation to avoid organic because organic relies upon livestock manure. And so I am saying, and I know this to be a fact, that crop agriculture, mainstream crop agriculture, is much more harmful to the environment and much more damaging and deadly to the animals. Mostly, of course, wild animals, which vegans mock. They mock those deaths. They say crop deaths, though, and they make fun of it. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the ways that crop agriculture destroys the environment and kills animals and drives suffering of animals exponentially. So get ready, Nick.
Well, wait a second. I don't think I actually got an answer to my question. Is this particular proposition...
If you want to call it the hypocrisy thing, then you go ahead. I'm not playing your game, Nick.
Okay, wait. So the proposition that you originally opened with, like, basically you're just saying that vegans value one thing and they're doing another?
No, Nick, I just explained it to you. You're trying to reword my proposition.
Well, wait, let's go over the proposition.
Hang on, gentlemen. Jim Bob, do you think maybe you could bring a little clarity in?
It sounds like instead of the word hypocrisy, Nick, maybe that your entire position would be arbitrary. And if it wasn't arbitrary, you'd have to present an ethical system, a meta-ethical system, to determine what is and isn't ethical. And then Garland Farms here would probably follow through with his argument, showing that whatever your position is, how unethical it is to eat meat, that he would show it's more unethical to eat, to just do veggie farming and kind of ignore the animals altogether.
Well, wait a second. I'm not here defending a position. I'm here...
You don't have a position in a debate?
Yeah, well,
if you're not here
that's not how I'm interpreting this. That's not how I'm
What are you here to do?
Well, a proposition was put on the table. I'm calling it into question.
That's what happened in my
That's what's happening
section.
here.
Yeah, this is the problem with the vegans, is they don't want to get their head wrapped around the actual destruction caused by their diet. So what they want to do is they want to come on a debate channel and play games, play dirty debate tactics.
Do a debate.
Well, wait a second. So
Made a proposition.
you put a proposition on the table, and I'm
And
calling
you,
it
and
into
now you're
question.
rewording it. We've already agreed on the proposition, and now you're trying to hedge me into a corner and putting that into your words. And Nick, it's not going to happen, my friend.
Yeah, it just sounds like kind of like a hypocrisy critique. Just that vegans are saying that they value one thing and then they're behaving in a way that seems antithetical to those values. It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Well,
Nick,
wait a second.
Nick.
Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. When the proposition reads, vegans wish to abolish and criminalize animal agriculture, however, the crop agriculture relied upon by vegans is more unethical than the animal agriculture relied upon by non-vegans, how am I to interpret that if not to mean that vegans are being hypocrites in some way? Unless you have a different way of unpacking this.
I'm not going to unpack it that way. I'm
Well,
not.
if you're not going to give me
I've
additional
already
clarity,
said
then there's
it in
nothing to
my
debate.
word. Then you agreed to those words. Then you agreed to those words.
It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Vegan.
And now you're trying to derail the debate in the very beginning. And Nick, I'm telling you again, it's not going to happen. Back off.
Well, hang on a second, Garland. What were you saying, Jim Bob?
I was going to ask if Nick or vegan gays is your essential position, at least at some point, that veganism is more ethical than non-veganism, than carnism, or you just have no position?
It's not so much that we don't have a position. It's just that a proposition was put on the table. So I'm just waiting to hear him substantiate this.
So but your position is that there is no standard for ethics.
I'm not giving my position right now. I'm not giving my position. He has made a proposition. Burden of proof is on him to substantiate it. It's kind of, I don't know what is the confusion here.
So what do you need clarification on then?
Yeah, I just want to know how I'm to interpret the proposition, right? How am I to interpret this if not some kind of claim against vegans and the particular critique being that vegans are hypocrites in some way?
Why is it that you want to bring this hypocrite word into the debate? You're
I'm not
dead set on that. I'm curious.
No, I'm not sure what the proposition's referring to, if not hypocrisy. I mean, that's up to you to clarify.
You've already agreed to a proposition, and I never used the word hypocrisy.
It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Hang on.
Why aren't you trying to change the proposition,
hang on.
I'm not trying to change it. I'm asking for
He's
clarification.
Trying to get he's allowed to get clarity, isn't he?
Shouldn't you have asked for clarification before you agreed to come on the debate, Nick?
It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Well, I'm asking for clarification now. Is there a problem?
No, I'm telling you, you don't wait until the show starts to ask for clarification. You ask for clarification before the debate starts.
It seems like just a standard kind of hypocrisy critique.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Why are you trying to play this game, Nick?
Wait. Well, I'm asking for clarification now.
Why didn't you ask for? How long have we been preparing for this?
To be clear, you've been talking to me. You haven't.
Yes, I have, but you've been talking to Nick, and he.
I can't read his mind.
You told me that you and Nick agreed to the proposition, and now you're going back on that. You're backing out. Why are you backing out? Are you afraid?
Sorry. Hang on. Is someone going back on something when they ask for clarity on a position?
Yes, you are. You're trying to reword my proposition.
Well, you're rewording reality right now.
Is the proposition referring to some kind of disconnect or dissonance between values and actions on the part of vegans? Yes or no?
Well, vegans, we're talking to two vegans right here, right? Not general vegans, right? Do you guys have a vegan position, yes or no?
You're just trying to
I just want an answer to the question.
You're not people, you're just...
Answer the question, Nick.
I'm a person, and I can tell you're trying to switch the burden of proof. So
Yeah.
I don't know why
not proof, your position.
don't know why, if you don't mean hypocrisy, if that's not what you mean, what do you mean? That's all we're asking.
Yep.
Okay, what I mean is this.
Thank you.
What I mean is that the crop agriculture relied upon by vegans is more environmentally destructive, more harmful and damaging to animals than is the animal agriculture relied upon by those who eat meat.
And why should I care about that?
Because you're a vegan and you want
And
to
what
stop
does that
animal.
mean?
You want to stop animal agriculture?
Oh, so what you're saying is that there's a disconnect between my values and my actions.
Well, I don't think you do any actions. I think it's a position that shows an
Well, no.
inconsistency or an arbitrary position.
There are actions that are assumed to be performed by me, baked into the proposition, right? We rely on crop agriculture, for example. Presumably that means I'm going out and buying tofu, buying like rolled oats, and buying all sorts of things that entail crop agriculture. So we have my actions, which are supporting crop agriculture, and then we have my values, presumably, because you guys are saying that the problem here is that I'm a vegan doing this, right? So are you saying that there's a discontinuity, disconnect, or dissonance between my values and my actions, and is that the source of your critique? Yes or no?
We don't know what your values are because you won't say them.
Wait, you just assumed my values by saying
'cause you're a vegan. Yeah. What, is that a big leap or something?
Nick, if you're
Well,
not
no,
here
I'm
to
just
You're slippery.
Nick,
Is
if
there-
you're not here to defend the vegan position,
I'm
then
not
you
here to
really
defend
shouldn't
any
have
position.
come up.
Hang on. Yeah, we're not here to defend the vegan position. You
That's
made a
not what I'm here for.
proposition.
You can calculate soybeans by different metrics. You can do number of soybeans. You can do soybeans by calories. You can do soybeans by mass.
Today we're going to do soybeans by soybeans, okay?
What does that even mean?
I work for a living, and I mean real work, not writing down gobbledygook. I provide the people of this community with propane and propane accessories. Oh, when I think of all my hard-earned tax dollars going to pay a bunch of little twig boy bureaucrats like you, it just makes me want to, oh God, it just,
Hi.
honey, bring me my BC headache powder and a glass of water.
All right.
Dude,
Fuck off, I don't want anything to do with you. Don't ever speak to me again. You're a fucking piece of shit.
even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who is your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude,